I've had some suggestions to check out Ren for a little while now, but today I'm finally going to do it. Specifically, Hi Ren. I've seen some reaction videos of this. People have asked me to listen to it, see what I think. So I'm going to do that, because I've heard a lot of good things about Ren. Can't believe this is 2 years ago. Wow, I'm really late to this party, aren't I? Better late than never, right? Okay, here we go, huh? That is not what I expected. That's like, it's such an interesting. So that's a kind of like an operatic voice off the bat. Here I am thinking I'm listening to rap. From what I understand, from what I know about this guy already, is that he's a rapper. So,
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down you know that. Deep down you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill.
So, a couple of things here. This is like a performance. Kind of reminds me of the confrontation in Jekyll and Hyde. It's just not as, obviously it's not as theatrical. In the sense that it's not a Broadway, but it has that theatrical element. What I particularly like in this video already, aside from the obvious performance here, is that there's some real-time lighting stuff going on. If you pay attention to this here lamp.
Boy, drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this. I'm your civilian mind is so perfect at always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the.
I think that's really cool because I've done similar things like this in my 20 style videos, and I can almost guarantee that there are people there flipping lights whenever he like switches over to his high Ren voice, or I guess this is his alter ego right here. So this is basically a performance video. Very interesting.
The sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program. Rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kind of doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10?
I'll give this guy a lot of credit. This is very original sounding, you know, because I haven't heard anything like it. It's not like I can't compare him to anybody. There's no one that comes to mind. When I first saw him with the guitar, I expected a 21 Pilots type thing. And I almost want to say that's the closest thing I can think of, but it's nothing like 21 Pilots. This guy's got a lot of talent when it comes to playing. The actual musical arrangement behind this performance piece is pretty damn good. Finger picking, just where he's going with the guitar, I don't know. It's pretty sick. I love the concept too.
With Oprah, wow, your Grammys, Ren. Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so
What's interesting is that's every time. So the music changes every time he's, I guess we'll just say the Mr. Hyde of the in this circumstance.
Lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it.
Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man. You're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious. Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original. You criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
I like that
She
part.
sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you.
See, I really like stuff like that. It's just getting in that flow is really.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all
Man, you're
before.
not
We did it.
original.
Man, you're not original. You criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
I like
Original,
that.
you criminal
See, that's something that I would do as a warm-up. You know, man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. You know, and by the way, before you sing or do any of this kind of stuff, if you want to learn how to explore the possibilities within your voice and warm your voice up, then you can check out my free warm-ups course that's directly below in the description or in the pinned comment. Check it out. Let's continue. This guy is very entertaining.
It's the pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before.
She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck.
She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. Okay. All right.
You. I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'm a fucking kill.
Yeah, you know that's bullshit. That is absolutely true. Calling yourself out on that bullshit. No, I'm kidding. You know what's funny? As somebody who is a creative, who has creative process, both in writing songs and reimagining songs that were already written in other different styles, I can tell you that some of this tug of war with your ego is a real thing. It's embarrassing to admit that sometimes we see ourselves as more important than we are. And I think that this goes beyond just being an artist. I think people have this complex about themselves in general. You know, like the whole idea that they're the main character in their own movie and everyone else is a side character, or well, there are some side characters. It's like we're all the main character of our movie. But we're background characters to everyone else's. I don't know how that really applies to this. That is my ADHD talking. Anyway.
Oh, you ran.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
I like that.
Shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
See, that can be a warm-up too. Okay.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason. Beheading all kings, I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender. When standing in front of my solar eclipse, my name is stitched to your lips. So you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal.
This is a really cool arrangement, man. Like, part of me is like listening to it and wondering how the hell he wrote it. If I had to guess, I would say that this was like something that he's in a room for hours, just it melds into like just like feeling things out and writing things down and piecing it together, and it just like over time and repetition, maybe playing it hundreds of times, melds into what it is here. Like this looks like such a well-rehearsed performance. It's pretty amazing. And it's 9 minutes long. Holy shit.
You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of ends. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Nice.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted.
Is he talking to...
Time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rain, as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake.
That's a great line right there. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain.
On the road also. Face to face with a beast, I will. People know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope.
That right there is great. That creates such a powerful picture in your mind right there.
Some people know me as hope. Some people know me.
Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose. Wait.
Is the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope.
Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose in the rope. Wow. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose in the rope. Love this. Love this wordplay. Love the picture that it paints.
And you know how I know that I'll prosper? 'Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I...
Yeah. You know how I know? You know how I know? Because I'm standing here beside you, who's supposed to be, you're supposed to be the manifestation of dread, and all that is the opposite of hope. Despair. Yet I stand here beside you.
I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've become.
All right.
When I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspired by me to be strong.
Holy shit, that's great. So coward the man I become. It kind of has like this, so coward the man I become. He's doing a lot lighter. It kind of reminds me of the Police right there a little bit.
You today.
Oh, like
I have
Sting.
stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So coward the man I've
So coward the man I become.
When I sing from the top of my lungs.
When I sing from the top of my lungs.
That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspired by me to be strong.
So that I won't retire, I'll stand in the fire, inspired by me to be strong. That's fucking sick.
And when I am gone, I will rise. In
And when I am gone, I will rise.
the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a committed different side.
That's sick, man. I gotta say, this is the most unique shit I've heard in a long time. With one guy and an acoustic. That's it. I love that staccato, like operatic. Now, we have 2 minutes left of this. I'm not sure where else this is going to go, but I bet it's going to go someplace that I wouldn't predict.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare. But there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got.
It wasn't really a battle to win. It was an eternal dance. So this is like, it challenges what the whole conventional idea of music is right now for me. A lot of the time, like in modern music, this is like theater to me. This is a monologue within a song, within a rap song. There's opera. There's so many different things going on here. Holy shit. I'm sorry.
The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax, and I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget that we are human beings.
Okay. That line, what that was at the end, that was such a beautiful way of describing what I think a lot of us feel on a day-to-day basis. Well, I only speak for myself here. Okay, hold on a second.
Goliath, it was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier.
Holy shit. That's teaching me something, but I understand it. So, from what I understand, just a quick search, Ren has been battling chronic Lyme disease and related autoimmune issues for years. Lyme disease, autoimmune complications, brain injury, PTSD. He was misdiagnosed as bipolar, chronically fatigued and depressed before Lyme was found. When he says, the more I cursed my steps, the more rigid I was, the harder it was. But as I got older and I learned to accept the things I couldn't change, because there's no way I can change this, I learned the dance between dark and light got easier. And it's not that it gets easy, it's that you find a rhythm, your own rhythm within that dance between dark and light. And that's why like seeing something like this is actually kind of grounding, because there's some wisdom in there. You know, that eternal dance will stick with me. I can tell you that right now, that will stick with me. And I relate to that very much. This was a sick, it was amazing. This was a great video. It's like a performance piece. It's like the next evolution of spoken word or something like that. It's a monologue. That was really good. Anyway, I always find it entertaining and fun for someone to rap and mix that with other other styles of singing. And again, if you would like to learn how to mindfully explore the possibilities of your own voice, I've created a warm-up that I do before I sing vocals like this. And you can find that free warm-up course directly below in the link in the description or in the pinned comment. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Leave me some comments below of what you would like to see me watch next. Take care.